Hey, what's going on, guys? I just figured I'd maybe try a YouTube channel, see how I like it. Just upload a few reviews. I know I'm a little late for this, but better late than never. So, assuming that everything goes right with 2021, these are my top 5 most anticipated films of the year. So, number 5 is Fast 9. Now, I'll be honest, I don't really have a lot of experience with Fast and Furious. I remember watching the first film when I was younger, and I've seen a few of the other films since then, but um, other than that, I don't really have a lot of experience. That is a franchise I want to get into, though. And really, the biggest thing that has me excited about this is that John Cena is playing the bad guy, which is, unusual. Usually, John Cena, he's Super Cena, he's the good guy and everything. So, I am curious to see how they do that, and hopefully, I can get into Fast and Furious by then. So, that's my number 5. Number 4 for me is Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. I remember seeing the first Venom a few years ago. Saw it at a drive-in, so it was a triple feature. It was the original Halloween, it was Halloween 2018, and Venom. Wasn't the greatest thing ever, but, I still enjoyed it. Um, and, Venom 2, obviously the fact that he's fighting Carnage is very exciting. I just really hope they make it rated R, and I hope they don't, water down the character of Carnage or anything like that. If you know anything about Carnage and his role in the comics, he's supposed to be a very brutal villain. The last thing I want them to do is, like, make him a watered down villain and, not really go anywhere with him. But, yeah, looking forward to that one. Number 3 is the Resident Evil movie. Now, big fan of the Resident Evil games, especially the Resident Evil 2 remake that came out like a couple years ago now. It's hard to believe it was that long. That one's definitely my favorite by far. This new one, their heart's in the right place. It definitely seems like their heart's in the right place. With wanting to follow the story of the games, actually, rather than just having their own character and the game characters are side characters. But you never know. They could still mess it up, so I'm really hoping they don't. And if they do mess it up, I'm still hoping it's not as bad as the movies. So I'm really nervous about that movie, but I'm also very excited for it. Number 2 for me is the Justice League Snyder Cut. The theatrical cut of Justice League was an absolute mess, and I am curious because Zack Snyder has said if you see anything that was in the theatrical cut, if you see it in that film, in my cut of the film, it's because I wanted it there. So I'm curious to see what, he liked about that theatrical cut. Superman's wearing a black suit, so maybe he'll be evil. You never know. But that's my number 2. And number 1 for me, easily number 1, Spider-Man 3. I am a huge fan of Spider-Man. Tom Holland, good actor. Andrew Garfield, probably my least favorite, but, I don't think he's a bad actor, nor do I think he's a bad Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire, on the other hand, is easily my favorite. I grew up with him and that original trilogy as a whole. So, obviously I'm excited to see him back, and especially if they're bringing back, like, all the villains, like Green Goblin and Doc Ock and stuff like that. That's awesome, having, like, a multiverse Sinister Six. Um, so, yeah, Spider-Man 3, I really hope that does good, and I really hope the MCU doesn't screw it up, because I love Spider-Man. So, yeah, that's my top 5 most anticipated films. Pretty short video, I know. Did want to give some shout outs to some of the people that have inspired me to potentially start a YouTube channel. The whole Autop Stream crew, sorry about that, Cody Leach, CP of Willie Screedia, Brian Lomax Movie Talk, and Lindsay from Mother Mayhem. All 4 of you guys are awesome. Also, Sean Chandler from Sean Chandler Talks About, Durbania, and the guys over at The Horror Show. Really cool guys. Thank you guys for inspiring me to start a channel, and I wish you all the best. And so that's my list. If you disagreed, feel free to let me know. Just should go without saying, but I have to say it because you can't have an opinion nowadays. Don't be rude about it. Don't be rude about it. Just respectfully disagree and give your reasons why. But that's my list, guys. Hope you liked the video, and until next time, rock on forever.